Today's yoga class, we are going to be on our feet for every single pose, so no need to worry about getting up and down from a seated position on the floor. Let's get started at the top of our mat in mountain pose. Let's really try to imagine all four corners of our feet pressing firmly into the ground. Close your eyes down if you can, or if not, just keep your gaze nice and low. Let's take a few deep breaths in to clear our mind, get centered for practice. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's breathe in some positive energy and exhale the negative. Breathe in your biggest inhale and elongate that exhale. Okay, let's open the eyes. Let's inhale the hands up. And exhale, find cactus arms, slight back bend, leading with the chest and lifting the chin. Inhale the hands up. And exhale, find those cactus arms. Last one, inhale the hands up. And exhale, slight back bend, looking up towards the ceiling. All right, inhale up. Now our right hand is going to grab our left wrist and bringing it over to the right. Should feel a side body stretch in here. If you want to deepen this stretch, go ahead and cross your legs. Feel the stretch all the way down your IT band. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and let it go. Let's inhale back to center. And let's switch our hands. So the left hand is grabbing the right wrist, bringing it on over to the left, feeling the side body stretch. Option to deepen by crossing the legs. One more deep inhale. And exhale, release. Now bringing your hands down, let's go ahead and find a quad stretch. So we'll bring that right leg up first, making sure that your knee is kept in line with your hip. This is not a back bend, so keeping the hips nice and tight, rolled up into the ribs. Tall spine, rooting through the crown of your head. And let's release and switch it out. Bringing the left foot up. Finding our pose, so keeping our knee in line with the rest of the body. Don't want it swaying out to the side. Tuck those hips up into the ribs, keeping a tall posture. Let it go. Inhale the hands up. And exhale, let's find a forward fold. So let's sit here for just a moment. Maybe do a little swaying. Make sure that your feet are in a comfortable spot. So if you need to make sure that they're hips distanced apart, by all means, make sure that your feet are comfortable. Feeling a good stretch in through the hamstrings. If they're too tight or you feel like they're over stretching, go ahead and micro bend the knees. Or you can even grab your blocks. Bring the floor a little bit closer to you if needed. Whatever you do, make sure that you're comfortable in this forward fold as we stay here for 2 more breaths. Last one. Inhale the hands up. And exhale back to mountain. Bringing your feet back to hips distance apart. Inhale the hands up and sit back into chair. Hinging at the hips, making sure that you're light in the toes, keeping those hips up into the ribs, engaging the core, and the shoulder blades are down the back, nice and relaxed. Deep inhale. And on that exhale, can you step that right foot back, spin the heel down, and find warrior 2. Dropping the shoulders, arms are out at our sides. Look down, make sure you have a nice heel to arch alignment. And make sure this front knee is tracking through the center of the front foot. Don't want it caving inward, tracking over the center. Take a deep inhale and exhale, lean forward. Let's find side angle. Always welcome to keep that lower arm rested on the knee. You can always grab a block, rest your hand on the block for another modification. Make sure that we're really opening up through the chest, so sort of rotating that top shoulder back slightly so that you can look up towards the ceiling. All right, now let's inhale up, flip the palm, find reverse warrior. This is not a back bend, so we're tall through the spine, energy through the crown of the head. We're gonna keep those abs engaged. I wanna protect that low back in this position. And then let's lean forward, straighten the front leg for triangle. Here I'm gonna take my block and just place it on the outside of the foot. Similar concept to also rotating those shoulders up and back so you can gaze upward. And always feel free to micro bend if you are locked out in that front knee. Let's flip it on back for reverse triangle. Hold this for one more breath. I'm gonna come down and move my block out of the way, but then spin my feet so that they're parallel with the ends of the mat. We're gonna hang here just a moment and forward fold. Bring your hips forward so that you have most of your weight still in the heels, but you're heavy in the toes. Make sure that we are having an even hamstring stretch. All right, come back to the top of the mat. Spin that back heel down, come up into warrior two. And then can we bring that back foot up to meet the front? Now let's step on back and do this everything on the other side. So spinning that back heel down, finding warrior two. Make sure you got that heel to arch alignment, hips up into the ribs, shoulders are relaxed, being safe with our front knee. And let's lean forward, maybe grab a block and find side angle. Try to rotate those shoulders up and back. Maybe we can gaze up at our top hand there. And let's reverse the warrior. So bring it up, flip the palm upwards, reaching up towards the ceiling. Now let's come forward one more time, straighten the leg, triangle pose. Remember to always feel free to micro bend. This time your block should be on the outside of your foot, pinky toe side. And let's reverse our triangle, flipping the palm up towards the ceiling. Let's come on down, move the block out of the way so that we can spin our feet. Once again, parallel with the ends of the mat, finding a wide-legged forward fold. Rock those hips forward just a little bit. Want to find that even hamstring stretch. Now come back to the top of the mat. Toes are pointing forward, finding our warrior two, and then stepping up together. Inhale the hands up overhead, and let's sit back into chair. This time we're going to rock up onto our tippy toes, back and forth, keeping this nice and dynamic, really trying to waken up those calves. Last one here. Finding stillness, keeping your feet flat on the floor. Let's inhale, tall spine, and then exhale, twist over to the right. If you can, make sure that your left elbow Sort of locking in on that right knee. Equal pressure between the two. Don't want to put too much pressure on one joint or the other. And on your inhale, back to center. And exhale over to the other side. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, can you twist just a little further? And inhale, back to center. Let's come up and step our right leg back. Keeping the heel lifted, raise the hands up for crescent. All right, finding this pose, our energy is through the heels, both the front and back. That front knee should be still tracking through the center of the front foot. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. And remember to bring those hips up into the ribs, engaging the core. Take a deep inhale here. One more inhale. And on this exhale, we are going to bend, push, and lift ourselves for warrior three. Pushing through all four corners of your foot. Push energy through that back heel, keeping the toes facing down. Try to keep those hips level. And then find those blocks, put your hands down. Raise that back foot up even further. Standing splits here. Really try to push all the energy through that back foot, keeping the toes down and the hips level. Gently come out of this. Set the feet down. And bring that right leg up. Now find some balance here. So find a spot on the wall, as these next few poses will require some balance. Bring that knee out. We're going to do tree. So you can always place your foot up top, right above your thigh. You can always do down low, right on your calf, but never put your foot right on that joint. Okay. I think for today's class, I'll keep mine below my knee. Sit here in tree, try to feel that contraction of that right hip as it's keeping that knee out to the side. One more deep inhale and exhale. Now let's bring that foot up, grab the big toe, and see if you can extend it out in front of you. Keep that tall posture. This is hand to big toe pose. Now if you're super flexible, you can get that whole leg straight, nice and flat. For me, I guess this is as good as we're getting today. All right, gently let go of the leg. Let's find mountain. And inhale the hands up. And exhale, sit back into that chair. Let's do a couple more twists. So inhale, come over to the right on the exhale. Sit here for one breath. Inhale back to center. And exhale over to the other side. Inhale back to center. Let's come up and then bring the left leg back, keeping the heel lifted, lifting the hands up into crescent. Your energy through both heels. Let's sit here for just a breath as we really try to find our pose. Deep inhale through the nose and let it go. Now on your next exhale, we're going to bend, push, and lift for warrior three. Here we go. Keep those hands out in front if you can. If you need to, put them out at your sides. Make sure those hips are level, pushing energy through that back heel, toes are down. And let's drop the hands, find the blocks, half splits. Drop our upper body even further, but make sure that these bottom toes are still facing the front of the room as the back toes are facing our mat. All right, let's come on out of it. So drop the foot. Come on up, but let's bring that left knee up with us. Let's find our spot on the wall. Taking a nice deep breath in. And exhale, let's go ahead and find our tree pose for today on this left side. Option to always keep your hands in prayer if it makes you feel centered. If you want to bring your hands up, sometimes it makes you sway like branches in the wind. Really trying to embrace the whole tree imagery. All right, now let's bring the foot close to you, put your fingers around your big toe, and see if you can lengthen out the leg. And hold this for just a breath. Deep inhale. And exhale, let's release nice and gently. Now we're gonna bring our feet about mat distance apart. Bring your hands to prayer and let's sit back all the way down into a yogi squat. So equal pressure between the elbow and the knee, tall spine, sort of leaning with the chest out. Making sure that you're keeping your feet grounded. We don't want to be on our tiptoes if we can help it. And engage the abs, keeping those hips rolled up into the ribs. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, let's drop the hands, lift the hips. We're gonna find ragdoll. So move your blocks if you need to. Opposite hands, grab opposite elbows, let the head hang. Always feel free to sway if you would like. If you're feeling super locked out in this pose, you can always micro bend the knees. Ragdoll is just a great way to get all that pressure off your back as you just hang inverted. Last breath, deep inhale, lengthen the exhale. Inhale the hands up, and let's sit back in a chair one more time, bringing the feet hips distance apart. I'm gonna bring my hands down to my knees as we do a couple of cat-cows. So inhale, we're going to find our cow back, sort of arching our back, rolling our shoulder blades down. And exhale, round to the spine, dropping the hands down the knees. One more just like that. And exhale. Very good. Let's find our mountain pose. A couple of deep breaths here. I'm gonna face my palms toward the front of the mat. And just like I said earlier, if it's kind of hard to stand with your eyes closed, feel free to just close the gaze down just a little bit. Maybe you're looking down at the floor, keeping your eyes open just enough that you're not gonna sway and fall over. Deep breath in through the nose and let it go. Can you feel all of that positive impact that you've made on your body by practicing today? Do any muscles feel looser, or maybe they just feel more tight because they've been worked for the first time today? Whatever's going on in your body, we're just becoming aware of it. No need to make judgments. It's not good or bad, it just is. Take one more deep breath. Thank you for joining me today for this On Your Feet flow. I hope your yoga practice continues to thrive.